There's only been one United States president from Missouri, the 33rd president of the United States, Harry S. Truman from Independence, Missouri.
But for a long time, presidential hopefuls made stops in St. Joseph along the campaign trail. KQ2's Darren Doyle takes us through the history of presidents and their visits to St. Joseph.
The Gov Hall Mansion in St. Joseph has seen a lot of people come through its doors, even a president. Built in 1879, the Gov Hall Mansion is a beautiful landmark that's been saved throughout its time in town. Although much work has been done to save the building, when it was brand new, the Wyeths played host to President Rutherford B. Hayes.
Coming out of the Civil War, and so he was coming to St. Joseph to talk about wealth and prosperity in our great city here. And Maud Wyeth was actually on the hostess committee, and they had just built the mansion, so they had him here for lunch before he went and spoke at the Tootle Theater.
But that's not all, according to Wilson. Another notable visit from a very recognizable face of the nation, Abraham Lincoln. However, the story behind this visit is a bit more interesting.
His name is Willard P. Hall. And when we teach about slavery in St. Joseph, he is kind of the person that I cite as the largest enslaver of people in St. Joseph. He had a big plantation that was over off of Masseny Street.
Wilson shared that even though this man owned a plantation, he was eventually installed as lieutenant governor in a union overhaul of the Missouri government. Hall siding so much with the union that near the end of the Civil War, it actually brought in the big man himself for a visit.
He had visited St. Joseph, had stayed at Willard P. Hall's mansion because they were friends. They were political allies and friends. So when I looked, and it is actually today the headquarters of Mid-City Excellence.
Other stories include a place that's not St. Joseph specifically, but a major pride point. In fact, it's still a big topic to this day, Lake Contrary. As current government look for ways to revitalize the area, some may not know the significance. Although he wasn't quite president yet, another eventual Rushmoric face came to the area, Theodore Roosevelt.
The parallels were really amusing because he was, talking about the role of politicians and how they should not lie and how they should be honest. And there was a lot of stuff that he was saying that was really relevant today. And he was speaking, over 100 years ago here in St. Joseph.
Reporting in St. Joseph, Darren Doyle, KQ2 News.